This video is about learning progressions, describing their nature as building blocks of subskills that move toward proficiency with increasing complexity and eventually becoming an assemblage. For example, math has a number of different subskills, as you can see. At the same time, early reading also has many subskills, some of which become tangled in various rules. Standards-based assessments are at the heart of our response to intervention, as they involve discrete skills that reflect proficiency rather than progress. Our progressions are based on common standards that are implemented because math and reading shouldn't really be different across states, and funds are saved in their development. In BRT's analysis, we found many commonalities across the 50 states, and their adaptations aligned with our assessments. 2 dimensions of our learning assessments. The first dimension is the use of production and selection responses to identify misrules when produced on a continuum of skill development with immediate feedback provided. The second dimension is the focus of assessment. With most RTI systems, learning is normative, with students compared to each other to identify risk. In our learning progressions, the focus is on identifying specific learning problems. Our assessments are student-specific with 6 features that include individually administered tasks, unidimensional items, a continuum of proficiency, a multitude of skills that are exhaustively represented, providing comparability within skill domains. In the end, our outcomes reflect 3 achievement levels: bronze, silver, and gold. Our math assessments include 3 essential features that are sequential, not linear, but they do overlap across domains that are specific. For example, our CBM skills domains include basic skills of early numeracy, operations, place value and types of numbers, a variety of mathematical transformations, and several specific domains. We finally address a number of interventions possible with CBM skills: explicit instructions using rules and algorithms, cooperative learning where students work together proactively to solve problems, repeated practice, which is definitely needed in math, use of manipulatives are always welcome in most math domains, and finally, provision of scaffolds or other kinds of support materials. Switching gears to early reading assessments in CBM skills, we include the big ideas behind the National Reading Panel still relevant today. We have phonemic awareness with beginning and ending sounds, blending sounds, and segmenting. We also have a number of word identification tasks with short and long vowels, consonant blends, consonant digraphs, complex vowel teams, tricky silent controlled patterns, reading pseudo words, and reading sight words. Finally, reading fluency with 17 passages per grade 1 through 5. Like math, we also suggest a number of interventions in reading, with model lead test, always an appropriate option, far and near examples highlighting minimum and maximum differences, mnemonics for remembering rules, strategy instruction where several steps are outlined and rehearsed, and finally, scaffolds that provide guidance, which are gradually removed. One final note on oral reading fluency. We have defined it in line with the National Assessment of Educational Progress and their 2018 study, reading accurately, quickly, and with proper expression, which is often referred to as prosody. These norms have been compiled by the researchers at BRT that go back to 1915 and continue to the NAEP 2018 study. These are the values that we have organized across these different studies, but we provide an easy-to-remember system for words correct per minute: 60 in grade 1, 90 in grade 2, 115 in grade 3, 125 in grade 4, and 140 in grade 5. Finally, we address various instructional strategies in reading fluency instruction, but mostly focus on guided and repeated oral reading with feedback.